Well, let's see if we can get through this. So, I'm doing a cleanse today. This morning, I started this morning. Well, I'm not doing it. My body has decided to do a cleanse. Not to be TMIing all over you, but um, yeah. So there's a little time pressure here. Maybe we're okay. I feel like we're okay right now. And I wonder, how does that relate to your life? You know, are you feeling okay right now? Are you worried about some sort of outburst? Possible um, cleansing of your own of some sort? I don't know. I don't know. Hello, Trip here, reporting for tarot duty on Real Nature Trip. I'm trying to move around and change my intros just a little. Well, I always do a slightly different intro, but we're here to do some tarot, see what you're up to. Forgive my titles and my thumbnail pictures if they're starting to get weird. um, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna start trying. 111 right there, as I was saying that, like the start of something. We're starting something. We're gonna try, but I'm gonna really. So here's my example. I know I'm jumping around. We have old friends here. No. um, the example is a video or two ago. I said uh, they they see you choosing the light or the darkness or whatever, you know, even in the darkness. And I used a they thing, which I've really tried to steer away from. In the reading, it did talk about you choosing light and being an example, like other people seeing you and being kind of an example for them. But you know, I titled it a little bit more provocatively, so forgive me. But I am gonna be. I'm not gonna try to do triggering kind of titles or clicky whatever. Um, but you know, I'm gonna find a groove that is attractive. I feel like it's time. So, yeah. So if you see some funky stuff, let me know if it's really too weird too. So like dude, what are you doing? Because I, you know, sometimes I'll like go through the video and capture pictures, and then I have a little collection, 5 to 10 pictures, and whichever one makes me laugh or smile, like whatever gets a reaction for me, that's the one I choose. And sometimes it's goofy, you know. It's like, if you look at all the pictures of my videos, the there's some goofy ones. I don't know, most of the time in the beginning I tried to hold up the card, you know, that was kind of the central character of that read. um, that that's all I got to say for business. So let's get to the real business, why we're here. You know ahead of time. Well, I don't know what my title is going to say. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But usually, you kind of have an idea ahead of time before I do. Although I know before you do because I make the video. But hey, time, man. It's just, you know, right now we're in the portal. Climb into the. We could speak in the portal. I don't know why I was doing that. Anyway, we're right here, right now. Yeah, this is us. All right. Okay, let's get out of the portal. Okay. Oh, hello, regular life. Hello. Okay. We're not going by the book today. The book just told me, don't look at me. Oh no, the books are talking to me. All right, let's kick this off right. First of all, I love you. I accept you. I want to give you a big hug and a kiss. You know, because we are the same. And my heart knows your heart, and they love each other. So we might fight on the street, but we are heart partners. Okay, there's that, and then let's ask Spirit, you know, very nicely to do, you know, to be a part of this. And that was me asking Spirit. That just, you know, I figured you understood. Okay, I'll ask Spirit. May we? All right, thank you. Okay, we're gonna do 3 cards at a time. I kind of triangulate, see a picture, see what's going on. I got 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, two of swords, and two of swords was in the center, but I thought I'd get all these pentacles out there since there were 12s of pentacles. Man, this just feels like a big, I mean, if all these cards were put together, it almost feels like a hanged man kind of time, like a big pause, a big look inside and out. That's inside and out. This is a big look inside and out. It's going deep, and it's about that path. Well, of course it's about the path. Of course it's about the path. But that is, there's a 7 and a 5, and they're both change. And I feel, excuse me, I feel like that was confirmation itch right there, son of an itch. That 5 of 5s are the more outer change, and 7s are the more inner change. I don't know why I feel that way. I must have heard that somewhere. I don't know, but that's the thing that feels good to me. So, and we've got a 5 and we've got a 7 here, and then we've got this going deep, listening only to yourself. And you have the protection. You know, the swords are like, while you're doing this, you are protected. You don't have to worry about anything attacking you while you go into this, you know, really search. Man, it's interesting. She's at the edge of the water, and it's the moon's out, or you can see the moon, but the sky's fairly light. So I don't know why I'm saying that. Someone's picking up on that, not me. Not me. She's on the edge of the water. And we've been talking about balance though. And, you know, like being right on the edge of where the water is and the land is, and kind of understanding that, you know, that land just keeps going under there, that it's kind of all one thing, and where the land isn't, the water is. I don't know. But this feels big. This feels big. Whatever it is. Well, don't you worry about a thing. The sun. The Knight of Cups. And the Four of Swords. Okay, so there is this. It just feels good and easy. Like, of all the knights, look how he's just clip-clopping along. He is not in a rush. Not in a rush. And the sun, you know, the sun doesn't rush. Certainly, you know, it just does its thing. And I'm saying that because the knight is the center of my little triangle. So it's the center card in my, I don't even know what to call it. What do we call it? Well, I'm thirsty here, and I think I'll be okay if I drink some water. Because confirmation burp might be okay, but confirmation anything else might be disastrous. All right, let's take a look here. So, I mean, we're looking at this big change, reconsideration, like this time to reconsider everything. She's got her arms crossed, and I wanted to cross mine. And then the next thing we're looking at is this Knight of Cups, Knight of Cups, with the sun and the Four of Swords. Like, it's bright, it's easy. It feels like whatever you're doing to make this decision, it's working out. It's working in your favor. Like wherever. Gosh darn it! I'm gonna say it over and over again. You don't sit like this when you're trying to make a decision with your brain, right? You sit like this, and we're talking blindfolded and everything, when you're trying to make a decision from the heart. I mean, shoot, she's got the sound of the waves behind her. She's got the moonlight. That's actually pretty darn, like, I was gonna say sexy. So I actually said it. So, whoops. Yeah, it's kind of, you know, kind of romantic. Does it feel romantic to you at this point? Like, I feel like when we started this thing, you know, like going inside and listening to our heart, I, it didn't, there was more trepidation and less romance to the whole thing. Although, when we got in touch with the heart, it was a feeling of like, you know, wow, right? So yeah, but there's something romantic and then yet so also beautiful to you about this process, the whole process. I, it's like you're finally like okay with change. Like a change itself is not, it's not something to fear anymore. Well, you know, but like it feels like you're understanding more and more that change is for the best, no matter how it goes. You know, there's something to learn. Oh, sometimes it's hard, so I'm flexing my stomach, not to hold anything in or whatever, but maybe I should just relax, but not too much. Okay, the message is relax, but not too much. This reading brought to you by not Tripp's throat chakra, but a lower one. Okay, what's going on, man? Okay, we got Four of Wands with the Three of Swords. I wanted to call it Three of Hearts, and the Four of Cups. So dead center is the Three of Swords, and then you've got Four of Wands on one side, which is like this celebratory whatever, and then you've got Four of Cups on the other side, which is kind of like not seeing how blessed you are, you know, and not being. And so it's like the center of that, like one way it's like pure in the now, man, you know, in the present, in this space, here and now, and you know, vibing with it all. And then on the other side there's this kind of disconnected, you know, and in the middle of it, it kind of breaks your heart, because it's like, why when I know and I feel all this, do I sometimes feel disconnected? Well, sugar, that's the game. That's the game. So, but the thing is there's balance, you know. That yes, you will receive heartache, you know, from time to time. You're here to experience all this stuff, man. And but then it just feels like you're living in it and you feel it, and then you like grow from it and you can celebrate. This celebration always feels like a harvest, like an after harvest celebration. You know, I don't know why. I mean, it could be any time that sky is really bright, but to me, I've always just felt like it's after harvest. The people have time to do things like this, right? And so I feel like right now our harvests are these victories and these epiphanies and these, like, you know, like, see, like getting the bigger picture. Well, at least this bigger picture, like I always do this, there's inside and then there's bigger picture, you know, or whatever. But like, man, we don't know the bigger picture. Right? Like bigger picture. So man, my vocabulary is just amazing, right? The bigger. Okay, but so it just feels like things happen, and then you might get pulled into it for a while, forget like all these wonderful things, but you get back to this. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, see, and there his eyes are down, you know, because he's just living in here for a minute, and here these people, their heads are up, their hands are up, they're living out here. So yeah, it's kind of like a reminder message, like, you know, first of all, you're not gonna escape living, you know, like living in life and stuff. Stuff happens. We're a bunch of creatures bumping up against each other, so stuff happens. But it's just showing that you're getting so much out of it. You're getting so much out of each experience. So like, I know it sounds so, you know, woo, yay, but that's what's coming through, baby. So, sugar. Mama, roll. All right, page of wands. Oh man, yeah, you're, it's coming in. You're soaking it in. That's that's what it feels like. You're taking in the world. You're taking in what ignites you, right? I've always said, all trip has always said, uh, you find what you're looking for, right? And as a coach of runners and track athletes, um, I remember seeing one wonderful specimen of an athlete actually, and on the soccer field they looked amazing running, but when they ran cross country for me, they just like plodded along, and I was like, how is that the same athlete? And I tried everything I could to motivate this kid. I found inspirational quotes, and man, YouTube wasn't around yet, and I couldn't like send videos or do anything like that, but just talks and write a letter and give quotes, um, and nothing really sparked this kid to like tap in anywhere near to what they really truly had, and boy, we sure could have used it right there. But then I remember another athlete years later or whatever, came up and they had graduated, and they were like, man, uh, you really motivated me in high school. And I was like, of course I did, like I am a motivator. Like this is my peanut butter and jelly, my bread and butter. There we go. That's what it's supposed to be. And I go, what was it? What brilliant thing did I say that motivated you? And because this person like did a lot with that motivation, and not just with their athletics, but that was part of steering their life philosophy. And I was like, cool. I am so cool. I have a very big ego when it comes to that. I had a lot of need to fill it, to feed it. So just don't tell anybody about that part. Everybody just knows me here as this wonderful, wonderful person here. But just kidding. Um, what was my point? Oh, I got on me again. Oh, so so I asked the kid. I was like, so what brilliant thing did I say? And they mentioned something that I kind of like barely remember, and it wasn't even and like I wasn't trying to do it. Like they heard me say something off the cuff, and it resonated with them. They were looking for motivation. They wanted to do better at that sport and whatever else. And so it was like, yeah. And I feel like now you're open and seeking this, like, and since it's wands, because I feel like all the pages are open and seeking at another level, baby. And but with the wands, it's like about motivation, about fire, about ignition, right? And you're letting it come to you. You're open to it, even if it's like something like passion. And we did, like that Two of Swords lady never felt like romance to me, but today this looked romantic, this setting. And so I mean, you're open to all these things, is what it's saying. All right, that's not even the 3 cards. Hold on, I got 2 more cards. We got a Dark Night of the Soul and the Judgment card. So, oh my gosh. So does this mean, because these came together, and isn't that just such a beautiful pairing? Like yeah, we're doing it. Oh yeah, it woke me up at night, but I'm gonna face it. And then this, this is the healing. This is when you released all of that, you know? So, and I feel like we've already done it. We've done a big one, we've had our big tower moments, and gotten to this beautiful place. It says judgment, but it's finally like free of you judging yourself. They were boxed in by their own judgments, and now you're accepting yourself and everything. I don't know where that thing came from. Oh yeah, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it through. Oh, it just won't be 30 minutes. Okay. Man, I see the Page of Wands and the Knight of Cups There's somehow a relationship where the Knight of Cups is just, you know, it's moving forward, but it's just at a nice pace, you know, just tick, 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 tick. I told you earlier, like the Hanged Man from those first three cards felt there. We've got the Four of Swords, and that person's just kind of resting there. The Ten of Swords is even in bed. Like, um, but this feels like the process. I just watched a bunch of ants crawling along the wall, and I was like, just thinking of them as chicken food now, because, you know, I've had a bunch of chickens. Okay. Um, but like this process is, it's kind of like the bicycle tires yesterday. It once it gets going, it balances itself. And what this is saying is, this is just this, whatever this is moving forward on its own. Just, you're progressing. I want to say every little step you take. Yeah, you just look, he's working, but he's sitting down, just not in a hurry, just working. Pentacle, pentacle. We started with a bunch of pentacles. We're gonna finish with a bunch of pentacles. This Queen of Wands, back to balance. Yeah, we've got to stop it here. Not because of me, but it's just, I feel like it's telling us so much and more than we really like need. And it's about, it feels like all the stuff you've been doing, you gave it this hard shove out the gate. And when I'm talking about this stuff you've been doing, it feels like at this mind, body, spirit level, like you've been joining all three and feeling into all of it more and more and more. And that feels like the big push. And now the feeling is you don't have to push for it as much, you know, like you just need to stay open, accept where you're at, be aware of what, you know, what things are, you know, your reaction to things, and just, you know, just do your best, just do what you were gonna do anyway. Which is, you know, you're trying to do better decisions day by day. Do better decisions, make see, I'm making better decisions every minute, every second. So yeah, well, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad you're here. I love you so much. I, yeah, I just, my heart loves your heart. Oh, and yeah, the part, like, I'm a little extra high on you right now because of just beautiful comments. And then even right before I started, there was like a beautiful comment that popped up, and I was like, oh, I have to, oh, okay, I'll answer. But it gave me a good feeling. And, you know, uh, more people are subscribing, and it makes me feel like you know, I really, this is my love letter to you. And it feels like when you subscribe and like and comment and stuff, sounds so cheesy to say, but it does feel like love returning back to me. So I do love that. So, um, so yeah, bring it on, and we will talk to you soon. Okay, I love you, and goodbye.